Oh, by far my favorite part of working is working with the children and seeing the progress they make, and seeing when they learn something, and the excitement of not only the children but the parents. I've been fortunate to experience a child saying "Mama" for the first time, and it's a word that Mom's been waiting for, sometimes for years. That's by far my favorite part of working here. The mission of the Moody Clinic is to provide pediatric outpatient rehabilitation services to children, so that they can meet their maximum potential. And in doing that, we provide physical therapy, we provide speech language therapy, and we provide occupational therapy for children, so that they can reach their maximum potential. Many of our children come to all three therapies. Some children just need one particular type of therapy. Because we are a nonprofit, we can provide these services to the families regardless of their financial situation. So we are able to help those who have no insurance, those that have limited insurance or are underinsured, so that we literally can see the children that really need the services and not worry about. The families don't have to worry about whether they can afford to pay it. Although we do ask our families to buy in and contribute, it doesn't break the bank for the family.
Oh, what is your favorite part of working at Moody Clinic?
I think meeting the families is my favorite part, definitely. After a while, you get to, see the child every week, and you meet with the parents. Sometimes I just sit and talk with them, learn about their stories, how they're doing, if they're attending our benefits, and things of that sort. And it's always interesting to hear a little bit about their background.
If you could summarize Moody Clinic in one sentence, what would it be?
If I could summarize Moody Clinic in one sentence, it would probably be changing lives.
Thank you. Our organization is Moody Clinic, and we are here today. So first of all, I'd like to give some statistics on the problem. So 19% of Americans are classified as a person with a disability as of 2013. And in the Valley, 32 to 38% of families live below poverty guidelines. And in addition to that, are underinsured. And this is why Moody Clinic is very special. They provide a system for financial support for these families. But let's go take a tour.
The Moody Clinic is the oldest nonprofit organization in Brownsville. It is 64 years old. Their impact is substantial. Moody Clinic has attended to more than 7,000 children since its inception. Moody Clinic provides around 5,000 treatments per year.
This is a physical therapy room, and the one we're just in right now, it's like for recreational. And a lot of the things that they do here are like physical therapy, speech therapy, and occupational, like I said. But we've heard a lot of stories about how some children, they come in here without being able to walk or speak, but they come out of here being able to walk. And like, for example, the stairs are one of the typical treatments they've done. And now we can keep going on. We found 3 Catholic social teachings exemplified at Moody Clinic: human dignity, option for the poor and vulnerable, and the call to family, community, and participation.
Human dignity. Moody Clinic's goal is to maximize the potential of children with special needs, directly increasing their human dignity, and granting them an opportunity to live their life as fully as possible. After attending Moody Clinic, the children will require less rehabilitation services later in life. It is less likely to be retained in grade levels, and their handicap condition is prevented. Benedict XVI wrote this: "Love for widows and orphans, prisoners and the sick and needy of every kind is essential to the Church as the ministry of the sacraments and preaching the gospel. The Church cannot neglect the service of charity any more than she neglect the sacraments of the law."
Option for the poor and vulnerable. Moody Clinic only asks families to pay what they can, knowing that their financial situation is poor or the family is in need of insurance. They provide any and all financial help necessary for a child to be able to attend therapy and their evaluation. The Economic Justice for All U.S. Catholic Bishops in 1986 wrote, "Jesus takes the side of those most in need. As followers of Christ, we are challenged to make a fundamental option for the poor, to speak for the voiceless, to defend the defenseless, to assess lifestyles, policies, and social institutions in terms of their impact on the poor. This document critiques the U.S. economic system and emphasizes how to foremost serve the poor, as Moody Clinic does.
Call to family, community, and participation. The children who are part of Moody Clinic become part of a family. Christine likes to say that they're a second family to every child at the Moody Clinic. For example, Benny was a former patient at Moody Clinic and has now become a volunteer. He is 34 years old and a patient for over 10 years. Church in the Modern World. This document was written during an ecumenical council, and it said, "Faced with the world today, where so many people are suffering from want, the council asks individuals and governments to remember the saying from our fathers. Feed the people dying of hunger, because if you do not feed them, you are killing them." And it urges them, according to their ability, to share and dispose of their goods to help others, above all by giving them aid which will enable them to help and develop themselves.
Here's a fun fact. The kitchen counters were made this low exactly for the physical therapy of the children. They can come in here and learn occupational therapy, like using a spoon or a knife or, washing dishes. It's really like the daily life of the child that they learn here.
The Moody Clinic is a nonprofit organization and has to host events to raise money for their patients. This is an example of one of the events that they have just recently hosted, and as you can see, they have a lot of sponsors.